Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we gonna continue the second part of the yesterday's video, which was configuring the email, right? So now you will be wondering, why do we need a second video on that, right? Yesterday we were able to successfully configure the email and we were able to send the email as well. So why do we need another video? Anuj, you are doing it for video views and all, right? You are right, I am doing it for views. But the thing is, if you would have noticed in yesterday's video, we were able to successfully send the mail, but the problem was, like, the email which we were receiving was from Pega, right? So now you would be guessing what was the problem. So we are continuing this yesterday's scenario, right? The other video scenario. The scenario was like, if we subscribe to certain applications like Zomato or Amazon, we receive the mail, right, as an end user. So the email you would have seen you receive it comes from Amazon or Zomato, right, itself, not Pega. So suppose I have a business application, right, which is, say, request and response. Now if you had subscribed to my channel and you want to receive notification from my channel, right, so you would be wanting to receive it from request and response, not Pega, right? So that's what we want to do today. We want to change the email ID. We're going to configure our own email ID so that the next time when we send the email, we receive it from our own business email ID, right? So let's get continue with Pega right now. I will start sharing my screen first. So yes, there we go. Now this was our case type, right? Yesterday's. I will just open the case type myself. So this is our case type, right? Now we have to configure our own email. So to configure our own email, we will go to app. Over here we will write email account. So there you see there's a class called data email account, right? We'll open that, and if you see, there's like 4 of the instances are already created, out of which this is the one which Pega uses right now. See, if you see, the display name is Pega, right? So this is the one which Pega uses right now to send the email, but we don't want this one, we want ours. So what we're gonna do is, right, we're gonna create one more instance of it. Say I will give the email account sort description as request.response, because that is the name of my channel, @request.response .ig. That is fine. Now coming to the account name, I will write request.response dot I cannot give over here because it is account name, so we can only give now letters and hyphens. So I will write request.response ig without dots, right? So I will create and open. Now if you will come over here, it says, it gives an option to select email provider, right? So we're gonna select Gmail because my account is in Gmail. Now coming to the other part, so it says send using, so there is an option called SMTP. So I select this. So as soon as I select this, it opens up a form, right? So here I have to write the email address. So I will write my email address, which is request.response.ig@gmail.com. And again, I would like to mention that this email you can also use to send me any emails if you want to. If you have any doubt, any concern, or if you have any feedback for me, please feel free to reach out to me by using this email, or also you can comment down the video. Now display name I would like to keep as request.response. This is fine. Now user ID is going to be same as my email ID. So I'm gonna paste this, and now it wants password. Now you would be wondering, how do you know the password? Now you need to make sure that this password doesn't mean the password of my email ID. So how do we get this password, right? So what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna go to this email ID. So I've already logged in into my Gmail using that account, right? See, if you can see, this is request.response.ig@gmail.com. So now what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna go and click on manage your Google account. It opens up that. Let it open. Let's wait for a second. Okay, now we are there. So over here I'm gonna write app and click on app passwords. Okay, so it will take me to the sign up page. I will write my Gmail password over here, which is, I'm not gonna tell you, and I have forgot as well. Let me wonder what was the password. Okay. I guess this was the password, and let me log in. So okay, over here now you need to create an app. So I'm gonna name let it as Pega. Okay, so I will create an app named as Pega and I will create it. Now if once you create it, you will get a password. So I'm gonna take this password and copy it. Okay, and done. We are done over here. Now this is the password which we got over here. We're gonna use in our email configuration. So I'm going to come back over here and paste the password over here, and let's save it. Now it is saved. And how do we know whether it is working or not, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this test connectivity. So see, if you see here, it says all success, right? So it is already done, so we are good to go. Now our email account is configured, so let's do it and just go over here. So now you would be wondering, if I'll send the email, then it should go from my account, right? No, but it won't happen because we haven't configured the from account, right? Over here, if you see, we have, but now you will be saying that, Anuj, we don't have the option for from account, right? How do we get the value for the from account? So what we're going to do is, like, we're going to open the process over here, and I'll show you once. I'm going to click the open process over here. If you see, this is a utility which Pega has provided, right? So I'm going to click and open this open activity, and over here, if you see, what it does is that there is an activity called send simple email which Pega uses to send the email. I'm going to open this, and again over here, if you see, there is again Pega calls an activity which is called get email sender info, right? This is the activity which Pega used to get the from email, right? The one which you will be using to send. Over here again, if you come, this activity is available. Of course, you can save as this activity in your class, whichever you like, and use it for your own purpose. So what I'm going to do is, like, I'm going to save as this activity with the same name, of course, into my class. So say into my rule set will also do. So I'm going to say use it in personal, because this was my case type, and I'm going to click on create and open. Perfect. Now if you see over here, Pega is over here we are going to use the account type. This is a step where we are going to provide the email account name, right? So right now the email account name takes this value, but we don't want this value, right? So it over here is, so we're going to open all the instances. So if you see, my account has already come over here, right? So this is the account name. So I want to copy this account name. Just a second. I will copy this account name. This is the account name, right? I'm going to copy this and paste it over here. Okay. Now the account type. So my account type is, if you see, it is of notify type. It's right. So let it be like this. Now over here, if you see, there is an exclamation notify, right? So my account type is of notify type. So let it be like that. We will keep it like this, notify, and the account name is request.response IG. Now we're gonna save this. Perfect. Now we'll come back to the case type. Okay. Now I'm gonna save and run. Okay, let's not run it from here. I will run it from my portal itself. Okay. Now let's go here. Okay, I'll create a case. I'll write the values, mail, and I'm going to give my other email ID to receive the mail. anuj6668@gmail.com and submit. Now in this I will fill UG developer and submit. Now we are done. Now let's wait for a second. Over here, if you see, again the mail has been attached. Now I'll go to my Gmail. I'll wait for a couple of seconds. I'll refresh it, and if you see, I have received the mail, right, from request. And now if I'll open the mail, just a second. Okay, so if you see, I have received the mail. This is the mail which I have sent with all the values, right? I have provided anujyadav and the values whichever I provided. And if you see that now the sender is from request.response, not Pega, right? So this is how you configure the email ID.